because we upload this over at our YouTube so that everybody can have a recording of this and we can all review this. Okay, thank you. Thank you for the approval. The meeting is now being recorded. So Tea Time Thursdays is one of our play space in the Fox Tribe, and this is to create a space for people to learn and have more possibilities in life. So again, here in our we talk about anything under the sun. So we talk about gardening, sometimes we talk about arts, we talk about parenting, we talk about life, business, self-mastery, meditation, everything that is a contribution to your life. What's in it for us as the Fox Tribe? The Fox Tribe has a leverage business with DXN International. And if you enjoy our community and our culture, and if you feel like it's light and fun for you to join us, we're also inviting you to join. When we're in our tribe, don't just have fun, but at the same time, we also earn in a sustainable way while becoming conscious leaders, co-creating a new earth. So what else is possible beyond this? Today, we have our presenter is very close to our hearts as the Fox Tribe. No, she's one of our mentors. You know, she guides us in many ways, and she's one of our family friends as well. And she's truly close to our hearts. And she's considered as one of our nanays in the Fox Tribe, whom we ask for guidance. And she is a lover of life, lover of nature, lover of humanity, mom of 4 princes, grandmom of 3 plus 1, so apat na, and of course, the principal of Southpoint School. I now have the honor and pleasure to welcome to our wonderful play space, Tea Time Thursdays, Dr. Judith Bacarro.
Thank you. Yes.
Welcome.
Thank you very much. And I'd like to greet everyone a very good morning. It's such a great day for all of us here. I'd like to thank first and foremost Christina to have invited me here. Okay lang? Okay video ko?
Yes,
Can you hear me? Okay. Yeah, so it's such a pleasure to be here, to be sharing the day with you, the moment with you. By the way, I would like to welcome you also to Southpoint School. This is one of our sunya, here. You have the fountain, you have trees around, and the flowers and the plants. And it's such a great pleasure to be with one and all this time. I have chosen this topic, lafting oneself and finding your Ikigai. And it's very important nowadays because, as what they say, I remember very well Dr. Lim, who said that a strong mind is a strong body. But how can we ever have a strong mind? How can we ever go through the process? How can we ever make our minds strong with everything that's happening around, especially in this time of pandemic? Anyway, let me bring you back to year 2012 when I almost gave up on life. Gikapoy na kaayo ko sa mga challenges and all those stuff. And then our group, I remember very well na Melma Abasolo when she said, that was December 12, December 22 actually, year 2012. Nga sigig ingon nga ang kalibutan mag-end na, pero dili di ay, it's the end of the old world, but the new world has just begun. Actually, that's according to the Mayan calendar, no? And I just said yes. Actually, that's our anniversary. Anniversary to namo, no. So things changed. Kay murag since year 2002, from the closure of our kanang among parish church, grabe ang panghitabo. My husband was so affected, and so is the family. But I have to make up my mind. I have to do a shift, a great shift, no? And that was, I cannot forget the date. That's almost 8 years ago na pala, no? December 22. And that was a start where I laughed myself. Laughed, L-A-F-T, stands for loving, accepting, forgiving, and trusting. I started to love myself despite all my weaknesses. I started to love myself despite everything that's happening. And the loving moved on to accepting, forgiving, and trusting. Kung baga pa, mas kabaluta kung kinsata. So, more often than not, it's so hard to love, accept, forgive, and trust yourself. Especially that you really know kung unsay mga panghitabo sa imong kinabuhi. But anyway, I started moving on in that realm. And in 2014, I had the privilege as a chairperson of a particular committee in our organization. I had the chance to be the camp leader and the speaker of council members, no student council members from the different um, private schools of Davao City. That's from our organization, and they were so happy that even up until now, when I see them, they would tell me, Teacher Judith, it's laugh time, no? Na na-retain sa mga isip nila yung laugh, the love, accept, forgive, and trust. And even the advisors who were with them, whenever we see now, they would remind me of that time, no? Of laughing oneself. And I also remember sharing in Boracay. I was invited to speak before preschool teachers for an hindi lang siya inter-district, but um it's coming from different places in Boracay. So I was invited, and I just shared to them that song, I love myself the way I am. There's nothing I need to change. I'd always be the perfect me. There's nothing to rearrange. I'm beautiful and capable of being the best to me I can. And I love myself just the way I am. Surprisingly, one of the teachers approached to me and she said, I love that song so much. And all the other preschool teachers were just happy of that song, to have learned that song for the first time. But there's this question that said, when you love yourself, where is the love of God there? That's pretty intriguing, right? And interesting as well. And then I just smiled back at her and I told her, when you love yourself, you actually love the very God who created you in his image. When you love yourself, you love the God who lives inside of you, the one who makes you live and move and have your being. Ay, nag-brighten up ang mata ni teacher, no? And she said, wow, that's such a revelation. Sabi niya, nagkaroon siya ng aha moment. Knowing that, because when we talk about loving ourselves, we're not talking about the ego. We're talking about loving the true self that we have. It goes beyond the color of the skin. It goes beyond the hair, whether it's straight or curly like mine. I used to hate my hair, by the way. Kay kulot kaayo ba? But then I was told by the aunt of my husband, one time she visited us, she lives in the States, and she said, natulog siya sa mo niya pagkabuntag kay nagmata ko, naligo niya kanang basa pa akong buhok. I just allowed it to hang no naturally, and then she said, Judith, is that natural? I said, yes, auntie. Sabi niya, don't you know that I spent thousands in the States just to have a curly hair? Nagkaroon po kong revelation nga, uy, tama, mao, di I know. I used to hate my hair, but starting that time, sabi ko, wow, I love my hair. No, I started to love everything about me because I know that I am created in His image. I am created in His magnificence. And I started to love the height that I am blessed with. Sila pa, I may not be blessed with really with height, but I'm grateful for being petite. I'm grateful for everything that I am blessed with. And with that, I moved to it's that was 2017 in Boracay, and then I was given the chance also to speak to college and high school students in SM. Ano pa talaga yun? That was, I cannot forget, that was July 12. Nasa St. Peter pa yung husband ko during his wake. But since I said yes to the invitation, I really decided to go. And you know what? I also share the same thing that students and adults alike have to love themselves. You know what? This is the third, by the way, in the global arena. This is the third challenge, the third concern, the mental health of people, not just of students but even of adults. That's the seminar that's given to us by psychologists and psychiatrists, that we need to take care of this. And so going back to that invitation in SM, um, I was just sharing to the students of loving, accepting, and forgiving and trusting themselves. And you know what? Three of them approached to me thereafter. Sabi nila, Mom, asa ka na mo makita, Mom, because we want to talk to you. And I learned that a number of their classmates, a number of their friends have suicidal tendencies. Why? It's because nowadays we are too bombarded with a lot of pressures. Social media says that you should go this. Social media says that you should do this, that you should have this and that, and forgetting who you are and what you have. No? Sakit kaayo sa ato ang mga panghuna mga generation nowadays. They are affected because they tend to compare so much their lives, and when they're not able to come up with to live up and come up with the expectations and others of others and live up to yes to the expectations of others, kanang maguol sila. They would begin to hate themselves. They would begin to get jealous and be envious of others, forgetting all the blessings that they've been endowed with. Sakit sa buot, sakit sa ato ang maginikanan, no? Working here in school makes us learn and hear from different stories of our children. That's why here in Southpoint School, we see to it that we teach our students to love themselves. This is not part of the curriculum, but we instill upon our students, even upon our teachers, to love themselves. When things don't go their way, just accept and forgive and trust. And with that, you have to do something. You have to protect yourself. Loving yourself is keeping yourself happy and healthy, no? Mentally and physically. And that's very important. And this brings me to another thing, the ikigai. When there's so much love for ourselves, when there's so much acceptance, when there's so much forgiveness and trust in ourselves, we begin to see things differently. We begin to see the world differently, on a different note. And we begin to empathize with others. Kanang makaingon ka nga, when you hear people nga, so ko sa akong kaugalingon bay, kay na ako'y nabuhat, I hate myself. Then you just begin. I have experienced being with friends, even relatives nga daghan kay kasakit sa kinabuhi sa ilang mga kaugalingon. And then I just shared this. And the moment that I have expanded, I have, in a way, this is self-mastery. For me, self-mastery is an ongoing thing. There is no graduation in self-mastery. Even at 56, or even if I started Lafting myself 8 years ago, I still do up until now. I still do. Because there are really times in our lives nga, naatay mabuhat ba? Pero kanang dili ko nato tinuyo, unintentional, and yet things are done. We utter things, we utter words that are not supposed to be uttered, that are not supposed to be shared. And yet, if we just go back, uy, akong gipasaylo akong kaugalingon, then when this is mastered, or in the process of mastery, we begin to expand ourselves and we begin to see, wow, others. We begin to empathize. We begin to realize that it's not only you, it's not only me who is in this world, because there's my family, there are my friends out there. I have a community out there. I have a social responsibility. And then you'll find your ikigai. Makaingog, hala, mo day purpose ang ako ang panginabuhi. Because even the touch, even the look, even the words that you share would matter. No, would matter. And then you realize nga, hala na aday pulos akong kinabuhi. I remember a friend of mine who was so down, and then I just taught her to laugh herself. You know what? After a month of doing it consistently, she reported to me, sabi niya, Dudes or Judith, sabi niya, namatay pulo si akong kaugalingon kay she wanted so much to commit suicide because of the things that she did in the past. And then when she in a way learned how to laugh herself, one day she woke up and she said, naipulos akong kinabuhi. Kay naka-share po dyan sa ihang igsuon nga maupoy giagian, no? Na maupoy giagian nga they wanted to end their lives because they hated themselves so much, and things were just it's not working in their family. And now I learned that the family is going very well, no? It started with one, and then it spread out to two, and then almost the entire family is murag kanang positive na kaay sila ba. And then my friend said, now I have a reason to wake up in the morning. And that sabi ko, alam mo, ikigayan. By the way, I learned this word by concept. Alam mo siguro natin ito, no? But I'm very happy that when I was in Abu Dhabi, in the house of my son, I happened to read his book on Ikigai, and I said, "Naa naman ni." But then I just know the term, no? Ikigai is the very reason why I wake up in the morning. If you just want to listen to the crowing of the rooster, it's okay, no? Ako ang nalipayan ako kay kanang pagmata gani nga, wow, the sunrise, kagwapo niya. I would listen to the birds, to the chirping of happy and very cheerful birds, so happy. Now I have a reason. I have so many reasons to wake up to. I have many reasons to live. Finding one's reason is actually finding also one's mission. When you know yourself, you know your passion. Ya dili gina ginatudlo sa imuha, no? You just discover it. When you love yourself and you accept, forgive, and trust yourself, you begin to see the very purpose of your life, the very purpose why you're alive, the very purpose why you are here on earth. You go beyond being a daughter, you go beyond being a son, you go beyond being a teacher or whatever profession you're in. You go beyond because your passion also will lead you to your mission. I remember Oprah Winfrey, sabi niya, she was reminded by Maya Angelou na your mission is not just to touch hundreds and thousands, even millions of people. Whenever you touch a person, even if he or she is only one, that's your mission. Whenever you are able to impart something, to that person, and that person receives something great, something that would wake him or wake her up. Wow, that mission is accomplished. And it's like no, not it, yeah, it's like being here and knowing who you are and why you are here, no? Knowing who you are and why you are here. Unsa man gid ay tuyo og tumungan na ako? Murabag nganong na stranded ko sa Abu Dhabi for almost 9 months when I was supposed to be there for only 4 months, no? So instead of complaining or maging bagot ka, mabagot ka sa buhay, why not shift? Loving yourself is finding the very reason why you're here. You go beyond. You go beyond. And makaingkog, hala, when you begin and you continue to master yourself, you begin to expand. You begin to expand to the outer world. Kung nga akong apo pa, si Kiona, sabi niya, we go to the outside world. There's an outside world that's waiting for us. And they're waiting for us to light up their lives, no? To touch their lives. There are those who are asleep. There are those who are wanting for answers to their questions. There are those that are waiting to be tapped. There are those that are waiting for great words for them to hear. And if you are that person, why not? Go back. As you go back to yourself, as you internalize your greatness, you know what? You'll begin to see the wonders of who you are. You'll begin to see the very reason why you're here. You begin to see your passion and your mission being married together. And that's beautiful. That makes life beautiful. And you know what? Ako malipay ra ko diri sa family, diri sa Southpoint School family, because we are here, we encourage each other, we tap each other's shoulder, we help whenever there are some needs that has have to be met. And Tuesdays, by the way, lipay mi kay we started no this year. Tuesdays kanang we see to it that everybody, not just the faculty but also the maintenance, everybody, admin and maintenance, we are here. I'd like to show you here. That's the mini park here at Southpoint School. Last Tuesday we had our breathing exercise, we had our physical activity, and after which we had Sonia, no? Lingaw kaayo pati ang among mga maintenance people. They were so happy that they're given the chance to just be happy, no? I'm bringing you here. So this is our space. And the more that we spend time with ourselves here, magtiniil, barefoot walking, ayan, breathing in and breathing out. Wow. With all the beauty here, with all the natural gifts, the energy is here, lipay kaayo mi. And we are finding meaning of our individual and corporate existence. We're finding our ikigai here as we take time to love, accept, forgive, and trust oneself. And as we do that to ourselves, we actually can naturally do same things to others. Thank you very much for the time. Tina, back to you.
Wow. I thank you so much, Nay Judith. Thank you for sharing this wonderful. I know everybody knows this, but this is how you shared it to us is also truly can what do you call that? Truly meaningful because you have shared us your story, and I didn't know that you had that feeling no last 2012, and it is parang also like I'm sure a lot of people also feel this, some of them may have those kind of feelings in the past, and the technique that you did the technique but or the not the technique but the mastery that you did with the Lafting, no, loving, accepting, forgiving, and trusting yourselves, those are important qualities and values to incorporate or to have in this lifetime. And thank you for bringing that into our space. And we are also, by the way, Nay, we are also joined by Nay Neng Swelto. She is with us. And
Thank you.
yeah, so she's shared here in the chat, light is present not to cast darkness away, but to illuminate
Yes.
your darkness. So thank you very much, Nay Judith. Love you. So that's her message. And a lot of people also enjoyed what you shared, no, your space, Nay. It's really awesome. Really a gift, no. So anybody
Yeah.
in this Zoom call who would like to ask questions to Nay Judith, or maybe meron pang mga areas na you like, maybe anything that you want to ask Nay Judith right now while she's here with us, no? Yeah, please just unmute yourself if you want to ask. Wow, we also have, oh, by the way, just want to let everybody know we are joined by our person in charge of Boulder Valley, Miss Amy Yusuf of Malaysia. Ayan, so international ang ating talk ngayon na we have Amy.
It's great.
Hi, Amy. Thank you for joining us here. I know you're busy, but we are blessed to have you here. Thank you so much. Nay Judith is showing Southpoint School, wherein it's every first Sunday of the month. We used to go there and have our sunya. This is also the second sunya center in the Philippines. Ayun. So, by the way, yes, anybody who would like to ask Nay Judith a question or just an affirmation or something or an acknowledgement or any insight that you have received, pwede tayo magtagalog, pwede magbisaya, it's okay. Pwede din
Bisaya or English.
also do English, it's okay. Just unmute yourself. Ayan, Tita Merly.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Souls. Good morning, Ma'am Judith. First, I congratulate you, Ma'am, for a wonderful sharing.
Thank you.
Gift of you. I was touched by your sharing, Ma'am, because I see myself before I became teacher, I see myself very low. By the way, present, I'm a math teacher. Teacher by profession, but doing the XN at the same time. But before, I see myself, I have no meaning in life when I am when I'm alone, no? Kasi I was separated by my parents, and I am the one independent, no, in my life. But truly, it's when we draw our strength in our God or in God, we can see the meaning. We can see ourselves that we are important, that we are yes, that we have a mission, we have a purpose. Kaya wala na sa aking yung communication with the Lord, wala nag-bring sick in sa akin yung suicidal kasi parang na yung self ko na pero there are instances na hindi ko kaya ang life at that time. Pero to God ay nakaya ko din. So ngayon, I'm started, although God has now a purpose, bakit yun nangyari? So ngayon, sa mga estudyante ko naman, kung ano ang pinaghirapan nila, mga problems, because I have 50 students, yung last 50.
You teach in a public school?
Yes. So, siguro yung nangyari sa akin, yung mga experiences, lesson yun magagamit ko yun sa ngayon.
Yeah.
Plus, may DXN family pa ako. I learned a lot.
Yeah.
Niya. So, yung stress being a teacher, yung mas na-enhance, no? Yung how to manage stress na mas na enhance. So, this is very helpful, Mom, in loving, accepting, forgiving, and trusting myself. So I appreciate.
That's great.
And your energy is so positive.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I affirm you, Mom. Thank
you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Tita Merly, and for that share. We also have a lot of teachers in this call at the same time joining us today. And thank you for that input. Thank you, Tita Merly. Anybody else who would like to share?
Yeah.
Hey, go.
Excited, diba, no? Yes, hello, Nay Judith. We missed you.
Hello, Miss Zai. Miss you too.
Happy to hear you. Si Dwayne daw gusto niya unta mag-listen pa pero naapa sila klase.
Sige lang, it's okay.
So yes, I just want to honor and acknowledge you, your presence today, of course, and Gwapo kayo mukhang laughed. I laughed it.
I loved
Yes.
it.
And it's
Thank
very,
you.
yes, it is true nga, kanang self-mastery is, kanang walay graduation.
Yes, it's true.
Unless katong mag-transition na ta, kato na siya. And yes, and I also want to honor Southpoint School. Kaya na-mention ni mo kaganina. For ilan na months si Dwayne sa school, mapansin yun na ako how important it is for the school to talk about the mental health of every student. Yes, and I honor that one. Thank you so much for doing that. Kay murag dili tanan ata na schools kay aware of that or I don't know, what do I know? But sa karon sa pila ka years niyang estudyante, karon pa ko nakaagi ba? Karon pa po siya nakaagi nga na ay mental health awareness. Halos every activity nila nagingon ana, especially sa values. So kana siya. Thank you so much, Nay, and thank you, Annie. Inahan kaayo ko, very timely. Life is beautiful indeed. I love you, Nay. I love you.
Love too.
Lafting, everybody. Thank you so much for that input, Zai. And also, just to let everybody know, wala po ni gisabot namon ni Nay Judith na mao niya topic, but this month, September, is still actually Suicide Prevention Month. So it's
really?
that's why we in the Fox tribe and a lot of our talks in Sunya and all of that, we are focusing on mental health. But of course, kanang divine, di ba? It's divinely lang talaga that we ask you, and we didn't know that you will be talking about this. So it's still going on, no? And these are the wonderful things that we can contribute to the people in this call. And and I am sure a lot of them, they may be silent right now, but they are also, but they are on the chat. They are at the chat chat box. They are chatting there. Andito sila nagsasabi na they are very grateful for your share, Nay, and it's a great reminder of life purpose. And Dawn is saying she's from Tagum, and she's saying it's an inspiring message. By the way, today we are joined by different people from different cities. We have Zamboanga, Jensan, and Tagum joining us. Ayun. And of course, Malaysia by Miss Amy. Miss Amy is there.
So far yet so near.
Yes, we hope to visit Malaysia soon. By the way, Nay, would you like, by the way,